Welcome back to Hotham's Apiary. I'm Jason Hotham, and in this video we're going to be taking a quick look at all the colonies to see if they've started working on the drone frame, if they have any play cups, meaning if they're preparing to swarm. Also, we want to see how the brood nest is developing, if they've moved down into the lower brood chamber and started drawing out comb down there. And we can also think about if we want to give the colonies their honey super, as the cherry blossoms are now starting to emerge. You won't want to miss it.
That should be enough for the next weeks.
Yeah, I think so.
I start collecting now.
Yeah, well, you can have some of this too. I mean, that's like 3 years worth, probably. I don't imagine that I need that much of the season. All right, so the first one I'll do is we'll take a look at the first colony.
Okay. So actually I expect the most draw out the new frames.
Okay.
Because they're such strong builders. That's my expectation. Maybe, let's see if I'm right.
Let's see if you're right, yeah. That's good. It's good to have expectations because then you can learn.
Yes.
So if you expect something and then you see, oh, it's different, then you can try to figure out and question why it's different.
Right, yes.
All right, so we have some good smoke going here. Let them know we're coming.
So when you have two frames, you always give a little bit smoke from the bottom too. Or is it not
What do you
really
mean?
important?
With two boxes, you mean? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as they know that you're coming and that you give them some smoke.
Okay.
Here you can see there's lots of bees on top still.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if they are even building down below, but that
Yes.
we'll see soon.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the tipping. I'm going to pull it to the front a little bit, tip it up,
Okay.
and then
yes.
look and see if there's any play cups.
Right.
So take my flashlight here,
Yeah.
and then also maybe I'll take that camera and just get an inside view here.
Mm-hmm.
So without taking off the plastic should stay on because they've probably made it kind of sticky again.
Yes.
So look underneath there, you can see there's some bees under there.
Bees, yeah.
So now if we gently slide this to the front,
Yeah, you have to be careful to
hopefully
not
don't cut off
rush
any-
any bees here.
yeah. So that's why you always go gently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but many bees down there.
So now, like I said, what you do is you just give them a couple puffs of smoke
Yes.
to kind of force them back to the top.
Mm-hmm. So other way around than with one box.
Right. So let me grab the camera real quick so I can show what I'm looking at here. But there are no cups there on the frames.
Can't see anything too.
Yeah, so this is just some comb that's drawn down a little bit, but there's no,
Yes.
yeah, but
Okay.
there's no cups there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, it looks
and I can see that down there they haven't really started to build.
good. No, not that much.
So that's okay.
Okay.
They're just a little bit, yeah, a little bit slower. Like I said though, last week the weather wasn't so great.
Mm-hmm. So,
So-
the better the weather is, the less they draw out, right? Or the less they build.
The better the weather is and the more food supply, so the better the flow is, the honey flow,
Mm-hmm.
the more they'll draw out comb.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So because they need more space than
Yeah.
for getting in the food and new bees and this.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So what we can do now is look and see if they've done anything with the drone frame.
Be with red pollen.
Yeah, there's a little bit of orange stuff there.
Yes, looks great. Do not want to go off.
All right. Yeah, thanks. And then what I can do is I can go straight for the drone frame because,
Mhm.
but you can see that if you just look in there, there's nothing really.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
some
they-
bees hanging there, but
Didn't really build anything on it.
nope. But with the cold weather, it wasn't really the best building conditions. But that's okay. It can happen.
So, which of course means we were here 2 weeks ago
Yes.
and said we have to wait 3 weeks. But of course, if they don't build the, something, you have to wait longer then.
Yeah, look, there's nothing.
Nothing
It's
is.
empty.
Hmm.
It's empty.
Okay.
What I can do is I can take this out just so I can grab a frame and look and make sure the queen is laying her eggs.
Yes.
This was a middle frame. This was a wax foundation, I believe.
Yeah, it seems so.
And they also haven't really drawn that out yet. So
No. A little bit in the middle, but
yeah, so
not really much.
there's nectar in there though.
Oh yeah, I can see it, right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on what they're doing. That's
Yes.
okay. But the weather's gonna get better the next days, and then
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so actually it got warm the last 2-3 days ago, and before that there was
it was
actually
really,
quite bad conditions for bees.
it's cold at night too.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
still freezing.
2 degrees
Yeah,
at night.
or even minus. There's a drone. See this guy right here? Right here?
Ah, yeah, right.
There's a drone.
He's big, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some pollen here, right?
There's some pollen, yeah, and there's also some eggs. Like all in here is eggs.
Yeah, I can see them, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have a queen still. She's running around doing her stuff.
Great.
I mean, theoretically, because the cherry blossoms are out. Oh, there's the queen.
Yeah,
Here she
right.
is.
Here she is, yeah.
Let me see if I show the camera. They can see.
Wait, I can
No,
grab
she
it.
just, she's down here now. Hold on. Where is she?
Here she is.
Yeah.
Here she is. Great queen.
Where does she go? I can't see her.
I think she's here.
Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Great.
What was I saying? Cherry blossoms?
Yes, cherry blossoms.
Yeah, I was saying that theoretically we could actually give them a honey super.
Mm-hmm. I saw when I came here, another beekeeper
Yeah.
has already given them a one colony, a honey super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very observant. Because yeah, I saw that when I was driving up too, and I told my wife, "Oh, it looks like Peter has already given his bees one." So, but he actually had his bees over the winter on 2
Yeah,
brood chambers.
one colony was 2 and one colony on 1.
I think
brood
he
chamber,
actually
yeah.
took the one off actually.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna give them a honey super.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt.
So
They
if,
have tons of room to build, so that they should probably never even think about swarming.
yeah. So makes control a little
Yeah.
bit easier maybe.
Well, I'll have to, of course, every time I wanted to check, I'll have to take off the honey super and then do the tilt.
Yeah.
But,
okay. But
So we place the queen excluder on top
Yes.
because we don't want the queen.
really hard to get at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yes. I looked at 3 or 4 shops, nothing to get, and then I found one, but it was double expensive than any other shops. It's
Okay, well, you don't
Really?
need one right now.
no.
I
not
mean,
necessarily.
this year you probably won't need one.
Yes.
So that's good at least. But yeah, keep an
Yeah.
eye on that you can actually get them.
Yeah.
And then let's see, we need a box with middle with wax foundations on it.
I think here we are.
Yeah. So,
Can I take this?
Yeah, thank you. All right. So now they get themselves a honey super.
So on the Queen Excluder, I could see that some of the spaces are drawn out with wax.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter. What you can do to clean them off and to just for maintenance, you can get like a gas burner,
Yes.
like a little handheld burner,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can you have to be careful because it gets really hot.
Yeah.
But you can just lean it up against something and then just kind of with the blowtorch go over it and it'll melt all the wax.
Ah, okay, understand.
That's one way of doing it. I mean, I've
Okay.
seen people do it like that before.
Mm-hmm.
I normally just let it go.
Yeah.
I scrape off the excess what I can scrape off, but I don't scrape off the inside
Okay.
because you have to be careful that you don't. If you scrape off inside,
Yeah.
you could actually change the size of the gap, and then the
Oh,
queen could get
yeah.
through.
Mm,
So you
that's
have to be
not good.
careful. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hand me the plastic?
Of course.
And I think I put the cover here. Here's the cover.
Yes.
So, okay, then we can close these guys up, or these ladies. Oh, pull this back a little bit further.
So now it gets heavy with 3 boxes.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's amazing how heavy the honey super gets.
Yeah.
The honey super
when
gets
nectar comes in, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The brood boxes are not nearly as heavy as the
Mhm.
honey. I mean, you'll be surprised. So push this a little bit further forward.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
okay with the camera.
All right, so now we'll switch over to these two colonies.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want, you can go ahead and do this one.
Okay.
So, yep. And I'll be here to answer any questions.
Okay. Let's see.
Is that the wind or is somebody outside? I think it's the wind.
I think the wind, yeah. So now you also would go to the drone frame directly because there's nothing else to check at the moment, or would you just do the tipping first?
I don't expect. You can do a tip if you want. You can do the tip. That's fine.
Okay.
You might have to crack it though. Could be
Oh, yeah.
stuck a little. And flashlight is here.
Okay. So.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're really populating that bottom brood chamber very much, but that will change in a few
No,
weeks.
there are almost no bees, and
Yeah.
I can already see that there's nothing.
It's basically just the bees that are coming in from the entry and going
Yes.
up.
And also no play cups. It's quite obvious.
Yeah, they have lots of room to build.
Yes.
So, and I think the drone frame. Yeah, we'll take a look at the drone frame.
Yes, so some more bees than in colony 1 on the drone frame.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see how it really is. So,
There you go. Good job.
okay.
Gentle. Just make sure. Yep.
Okay, then
Do we need to make some more smoke,
Yeah.
or
I think for this colony.
let me just give them a couple of puffs real quick,
Mhm.
and then I'll go ahead and refill.
Yeah, wash out a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to crush you.
Ah.
So then let's have a look. Oh yeah, a little bit.
There you go. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Oh, nice, and also some cat brood with drones. Not much, but a little bit here in this area.
Yep. Yep. But as you can see, they also didn't really spend a
No,
whole lot of
it's-
time. But this. Oh.
Okay.
That's okay.
To be
Yeah.
careful.
With the drone frames, you have to be careful because there's no wire.
Mhm.
But it's okay. It didn't fall out. They'll repair it. They'll
Okay.
repair it. Yeah.
Okay. Little shock moment.
Yeah, it's okay. Learn effect. It's good.
Yes. Yes.
What did I want to say? Oh yeah, it doesn't take long at all for them to draw out that much comb. Like,
Mhm.
That's like 2 days work,
Okay.
maybe even
Okay.
1 day. So these ladies over here will start and they'll catch up. It's not a
Okay.
problem. Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
So maybe let's see if they have eggs.
Yep.
And then I think we get it.
The queen may have actually been on the drone frame.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, because she likes really fresh, drawn out comb.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, cat brood.
Hmm.
Yeah. Little bit of nectar, some larva. So I don't think we have to worry about anything here. Bees are really calm
Hmm.
doing their job.
Yeah, looks good.
Yes. Some
Be
pollen.
interesting if you see any eggs.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for,
Mhm.
but not right now. But I will take a look at the next frame.
Why don't you leave that one out for a second? Let me take
Yes.
the drone frame out once again.
Okay.
And then I can take a look and see if she's. So when you have the drone frame to inspect it, you just have to turn it
Yeah.
like on the horizontal axis. But I don't see any eggs. No, I don't see any eggs here. So okay, I'll slide this back in. This is really actually unusual that two beekeepers are pulling frames out together.
So, but I couldn't see the queen on this frame too.
No.
No. Okay.
So if you want to continue to inspect, what I would suggest you do is take one of the frames out on the further end, so you have a little bit more room.
Space,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll... So
Pretty
actually
empty.
quite empty, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of just crawling around, but they're probably not doing a whole lot.
And there's a middle
Okay, there's a foundation here.
yeah, but not really drawn out much.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a look, but
Now they're working on it.
yes. And well, no X, but it's not a surprise.
Yep.
Okay. Next one. So we've got some brood in here.
Mm-hmm.
And look for some eggs. You can see some. Well, there could be some eggs, but it's really dark. Can I have a look with the flashlight? So, thanks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
No. Many larvae, but no eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There's something on the next one. But it's an outer frame, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you order? Did your stuff come? Your equipment, like your the hive tool and a smoker?
Yeah, that's all here.
Yeah.
Right
Well, you can bring that stuff with next time if you want. You can use it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will do this. So, let's see.
A lot of capped brood.
Yes. Yes.
So they're pretty well on their way too.
Mm-hmm. No comparison to last year.
Yes. Yes.
Here also lots of cat brood. But hard to find eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Actually. A lot of these crawling around, so hard to see the queen. Well.
Yeah. She's one of several thousand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not easy.
So in Germany, it's the Nadel im Heuhaufen.
The needle in the haystack.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it would be up to you too later on if you want to marquee queens.
Mm-hmm.
It's an option. You can do that.
So this was a middle frame.
This is a fresher comb, so you might find her or see eggs.
And many eggs.
You see eggs?
Yes.
Okay, great.
So lots of eggs in this room here.
Good, great. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things about fresh comb that really attracts the queen, and
okay.
or at least the queen is brought by the bees to the fresh comb.
Okay.
So, and the queen, she inspects the cells
Yeah.
to make sure that they're clean and that they're
Okay, so she does not blind work, so she exactly plans
Yeah.
what to do.
well. She'll be brought to the cells, and then the bees will also emit pheromones
Yes.
that will tell the queen what kind of eggs she should lay.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll either lay a fertilized egg, which will become a worker,
Yes.
or an unfertilized egg, which will become a drone.
Drone.
It's fascinating, actually, how the swarm intelligence, how it works.
Yes. So.
The queen has a lot of power, but she does not have much decision making. Okay, very good. And we can give them a honey super as well.
So this way around with this on the bottom, right?
Yeah. I put the hive tool here, so you're not looking for it.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I think I'll give them a different frame. Now we can't have too many big expectations for them to start bringing in lots of honey. I mean, they will. It's gonna come. The canola is about to open. Dandelion's coming. So let's say 5 to 6 weeks from now, we'll probably be able to extract honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But by giving them plenty of room to work with, we're reducing the swarm, their swarm, tendencies. Oh, I see that.
Yeah. So if there's enough room and then they don't have real interest to split, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right, that's it for this video. As you saw, we checked them to make sure they weren't trying to swarm, that to see what the status was with the drone frame. Only the second colony was actually building on the drone frame, so maybe the other 2 colonies just need a little bit more time. And we gave them honey supers because the cherry blossoms are starting to emerge, and that's normally the time of the year where we give them a honey super. But we should keep our expectations kind of low, manage our expectations, and just be diligent and observe them once a week. Come by, check on them, and make sure everything's okay. And maybe next week we can actually start making splits. So if you haven't already done it, please hit subscribe, and those videos will be coming out soon. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and have fun beekeeping.